afternoon. You're welcome to Fliptv News. I am Christian Chuku. Here are the news headlines. NANS reveal plans to block all federal roads. Osinbajo visits Niger Delta, assures FG commitment to development. ASU strike, NANS give federal government 1 week ultimatum. Russia, Ukraine, Israelis free Ukraine aboard Israel. And lastly, Jubilation continues as Aregbesola loses award to Oyetola. Here is the news in detail. Following the 4-week comprehensive and total strike embarked upon by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, the National Association of Nigerian Students has ordered the blockage of all major roads in all states across the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The students' body made this known in a statement co-signed by NANS President Ashef on Sunday and NANS Secretary General Adekitan Lukman. It was titled NANS National Action Against Incessant ASU Strike. It was reported that ASU President Emmanuel Osodeke at a press conference on February 14, 2022 said ASU National Executive Council resolved to embark on the strike as the government has failed to implement the Memorandum of Action it signed with the ASU in December 2020. Reacting in a statement on Monday, NANS said the decision to block all major roads in the country was agreed upon by all organs of the students' body on Saturday at Sokoto State University. The NANS president said Nigerian students can't continue to pay for sins we never committed, as we are paying for our education. We strongly believe we deserve the best. At the end of every industrial action, ASU members are paid their salaries. Likewise, government officials in charge of education supervision get their pays. It is only Nigerian students that get nothing but a waste of everything. The house rent is non-refundable. The age count is irreversible. The extension of stay on campus didn't only affect our academic journey but destabilize our life plans, as many misses NYSC mobilization due to age limit. Many lost job opportunities arising from age factors, while many became exposed to risks and crimes following the avoidable idleness mode the strike action imposed on Nigerian students. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says the federal government is committed to developing the Niger Delta region. Osinbajo said this at the weekend when he flagged off the Southern Ijaw Link Bridge in Bayelsa. In a statement issued by his media aide, Osinbajo said that as a matter of urgency, the government is prepared towards correcting historical lapses in this respect through the collaborative efforts of the federal, state and local governments, each one putting aside personal interests and doing the best they can for the communities which have undeservedly suffered for so long. The former Lagos State Commissioner assured the all-rich region of the federal government's full support and collaboration in every way possible. He said by facilitating easier access to places like Yenogwa and beyond, the government will be laying a foundation for development that will deepen commerce and create individual and collective opportunities for the people of these communities. According to him, the current government is undertaking several projects in the region which signifies its resolve to develop the Niger Delta. He listed some of the projects to include the Ogoni cleanup in Rivers State, the takeoff of the Nigerian Maritime University, the establishment of modular refineries across states in the region, infrastructure projects including the 34-kilometer Boni-Bodo Road and bridge project at the Warri-Itakpe railway line. The National Association of Nigerian Students has issued a 1-week ultimatum to the federal government to resolve its disagreement with the Academic Staff Union of University or face a national mass action by Nigerian students across the country. President of the Students Association, Sunday Adedayo, revealed this on Monday in Sokoto shortly after signing the reviewed constitution of the association at the Sokoto State Government House. The Nigerian students have concluded and given the mandate that if the federal government and ASU do not resolve this between today and Friday, Nigerian students should mobilize and give the language the government understands. A day of national mass action has been fixed February 28, which is next week Monday. Every Nigerian student that the ASU strike has sent home should block all the federal roads, and the office of the Minister of Education and the office of the Minister of Labour should also be blocked. If Nigerian students are at home, office of the Minister of Education and Minister of Labour cannot be opened, the NANS president said. He described as unfortunate the attitude of the federal government, who he accused of playing hide and seek with ASU since 1999, when they signed the agreement with the academic union. He lamented that the government has bastardized the education system at the primary and secondary level, and NANS is not going to open its eyes and watch the government destroy the tertiary institution. Some 400 Jews from Ukraine are expected to move to Israel in the first 2 months of the year. There is not a big uptick in people looking to make Aliyah despite fears of Putin's Russia starting an invasion in Ukraine. The 3 generations of the Zelensky family had been planning their Aliyah from Ukraine long before the latest escalation of tensions with neighboring Russia. But when their plane touched down at Ben Gurion Airport on Sunday, they could hardly contain their sense of relief. Alexander Zelensky, a 49-year-old, a few minutes after disembarking from the plane, said his family was starting to feel scared. Alexander, his parents, his wife Tatiana, and the couple's 2 sons were amongst 75 new immigrants on board the Sky-Up flight from Kiev that landed in Israel just before noon. Sponsored by the Jewish Agency and the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, it was the largest organized flight of new immigrants to leave Ukraine since fears erupted last month of an imminent Russian invasion. The new immigrants were welcomed on the tarmac by a large group of dignitaries, including Israel's Aliyah and Integration Minister Pina Tamanu Shatter, Jewish Agency Acting Chairman Yaakov Hagoel, and Philip. This is the second big move in less than a decade for the Zelenskys, who plan to settle in the northern coastal city of Nahariya near the Lebanese border in 2014. They were forced to flee their home in the contested territory of Donetsk after Russian separatists took control of the area, moved west to the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro. As the All Progressives Congress APC held its governorship primary election in Osun, the Minister of Interior, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, did not participate in the process, as he was said to have traveled out of the state for an urgent assignment. This is as the incumbent governor Oyetola won at the minister's ward 8 of Ilesha East local government area of the state. However, APC chairman in the ward Adegoke Sahid lamented alleged removal of their supporters' name from the voter register. He also disclosed that the absence of the minister put them at a disadvantage as the governor's faction deployed power of incumbent against them. It is unfortunate that the process did not go well at all. I challenged the register book they brought because it is not the register we used during the registration. It was the supervisor then. I supervised the whole ward. I appointed those that registered members at the unit. However, Aregbesola, who is Nigeria's interior minister, has vowed to challenge the elections amidst the mockery and jubilation as shown in the video. You can watch the video. As the day unfolds, we'll get reports from that story. We've come to the end of Fliptv News. Hope you enjoyed the report. I am Christian Chuku.